Your bottom's getting bigger.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much. That's all I needed. That's made my morning, that has.
Only your best friends would tell you.
Ah, well, I'm my own best friend, and I know.
Why don't you go on a diet?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Oh, I got into you this morning. All I did was pass a remark.
Ah, well, you'd be much better keeping remarks like that to yourself. Oh! What you've made me do.
Me?
It's just not my morning.
There's no need taking it out on other people. Aren't you going into work this morning?
Of course I am.
What you sitting there for, like a plum?
Oh, I could spit in her eye.
Who, my dad's girlfriend?
Oh, blow her. Ina Sharples, that's whose eye I could spit in.
Well, what's she done this time?
It's not what she's done, it's what she's been around saying.
What?
I'll be quite within the rights if I land her one.
Oh, Mum, stop going on and tell me what it is she said.
Well, look, I go into the pub last night for a quiet drink, and what do I hear?
Well, go on.
That old bag sitting there telling all those other old biddies that I've got a fella.
I love you.
Oh, what do you think?
I don't know. Well, you might have.
Thank you for the compliment, but in this case it so happens that I haven't.
Well, you've had them before, haven't you?
Oh, that's you all over. You get me to tell you something, you go on and on for me to tell you, and then you can't even be bothered to listen, can you?
Oh, she must have got the idea from somewhere.
I know where she got the idea from, all right. Seeing your dad coming in and out of here and put two and two together. If it was anybody else, I wouldn't mind. But your dad! As if I'd have anything to do with a thing like that.
What did you say to her?
Didn't say anything. I just had to control myself. I wouldn't lower myself. I just walked out.
That's not like you.
I know. But if I'd have stayed, I'd have said something. Oh, I could batter her, I could.
I wouldn't worry about it. Nobody takes any notice of what she said.
Well, it's all right saying that, but you know what? If that sort of talk gets around, what happens?
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. But I'll fix her somehow. Just you wait.
It's freezing out. Got any old gloves?
Yeah, some downstairs in my duffel coat pocket. Where are your own?
Well, I can't find them. Will it be all right if I take them of yours?
Yeah, keep them if you want.
Oh, Tom. Oh, what you doing sitting up here? It's freezing.
Give you 3 guesses.
Oh, you'll have to go down for breakfast.
Dad down there?
Yeah.
What sort of a mood he seemed to be in?
Strong silent stuff.
David, if you don't put a spurt on, you'll be late.
Yeah, all right, I'm coming. What was your band the bomb march like?
Well, it was all right. Don't suppose it'd do much good.
Yeah, it hardly seems worth all the bother.
Yeah. You know we said I'd have to leave home if I went.
Oh.
Who do you think? Spencer Tracy downstairs.
Need you.
Hello.
You're doing that on purpose, just to irritate me.
Am I?
Yes, and you know you are.
Look, this is my own house, and I should think I ought to be able to do what I wanted in it. At least I should think so anyway, but oh no. I'm the last person to be taken any notice of.
Oh, stop your chunnering.
I've got something to chunner over. Look, I've put up with a lot, Ida, but that lad's gone his length. I told him distinctly what had happened to him if he went to that fool of a march.
David, if you don't get a move on, you'll be late.
Just come in.
And tell Kenneth his breakfast's getting cold.
Aye, it'll go a lot colder and all when he hears what I've got to say to him.
I know he's done wrong.
Done wrong? He deliberately defied me.
But he was only sticking up for what he thought was right.
But that's got nothing to do with it. It's the principle of the thing that's done me. I told him straight, but oh, no, he can't listen to anybody. He must have his own sweet way. Well, this time I've had enough. We've come to the parting of the ways. I warned him what's coming, so he knows what's coming to him.
What? I said what?
I'm just off, ta-ra.
What? Oh, ta-ra, love.
Well, so long, Dad.
So long, lad.
You know I think the world of you, don't you? You know that. And I wouldn't go against you for a minute if I thought you was right, but I'm that mixed up. I don't know who's to blame. He shouldn't have defied you, I do know that.
Thanks. I'm glad you can see something my way.
But all I want to say is...
Well, go on, say it.
Oh, you wouldn't turn him out?
Will you give me another cup of tea?
Oh, Frank, you couldn't. It'd be wicked. Do you want toast?
No thanks.
Well, sit down while I get your egg. And don't blame me if it's gone hard.
Money, Dad. Say good morning.
Well, has Ina said anything to you?
I didn't give her a chance. I shut her up before she got going.
How did you manage that?
Told her best footer was up 3 halfpence.
That woman's in league with the devil.
She was just the same when I had my bit of trouble and got my name in the papers. The way she carried on, you'd have thought I'd have murdered a newborn baby. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tatlock.
Morning, Florrie.
Oh, before I forget, Harry Hewitt was asking for you earlier on. He didn't want to knock in case you were still in bed.
Asking for me, was he?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll call in and see him on my way back. Hello, Elsie. How are you?
Oh, don't ask. I shall be here till dinner time.
Mr. Tatlock, what's your considered opinion of Ina Sharples?
How do you mean?
About the way she's been poking her nose in other people's business.
Well, you know...
She's been saying some terrible things about Elsie.
Well, talk's cheap enough, isn't
Yes.
it?
Well, this time she's opened a lying gob too far and she's flaming well going to pay for it.
Now, I suppose our Dennis wants his breakfast.
Oh, no. You got a fag?
Yeah.
Can you give us a light?
Would you like me to smoke it for you, too?
Oh, me head.
Well, don't look at me for sympathy. I expect that's a pretty expensive headache.
Suppose I can have headache without it being a hangover.
Suppose it's just possible. Well, the salts are in the cupboard if you want them.
We had a busy time last night.
What do you do at that place?
Take courts, help out behind bar, anything. I've even announced the cabaret.
What a tail our cat's got.
Don't you believe me? Ladies and gentlemen, it's cabaret time at the Orinoco, and once again we present a very, very lovely cabaret for your entertainment. Beginning with that sensational little lady, thrice banned in Birmingham, Estrelita Moore. This is a daring, artistic, continental act, so if you're at all narrow-minded, close one eye, but be sure to keep the other one well and truly open. So let's have a big hand for Estrelita Moore.
What does she do?
A ballet dance in a bikini.
Anybody could do that.
We have to let her do it, or else she wouldn't do a 7 veils later on.
Well, that's different. I think that sort of thing's disgusting.
Come off it.
Wouldn't catch me doing that for anything.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Is this, whatever her name is, the only thing there is to the cabaret?
No, there's a fella who sings This Is My Mother's Day.
What, every night? How much does he get for doing that?
Nothing. He's by me. He comes along for the ride. When you going back?
Why?
Just wondered.
Why?
I can wonder if I want to, can't I? It's a free country. And stop saying why. Come to that, are you ever going back?
Of course I am.
Just so long as we know.
Know what?
Just thought you must have left him again, that's all.
Well, you thought wrong.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Can't see as I blame you. I mean, it can't be easy having to put up with that all the time.
When you say that, do you mean Ivan?
Who do you think I mean?
Oh, you've got the nerve to sit there and say that. If he heard you talking to me like this, he'd knock you right into the middle of next week.
Him and who else?
You've got a very short memory, haven't you? If it hadn't been for me, you'd be in the infirmary by now.
And you've got a very convenient imagination.
Taking coats in a scruffy club that's just about the size of you, that's all you're fit for.
And what does he do that's a very special?
He's a proper man, that's all, but that's something you wouldn't understand.
I love him, she said.
Yes, I feel sorry for you, because that's something else you wouldn't understand. It's just beyond you.
If
Do you
you're
know why? You're nothing. Nothing at all.
If you're all that struck in him, I wonder you're not a bit more anxious to get back.
You know, you might not realise this, but you've just done me a good turn this morning. Because you've shown me just how much he's worth.
Ta-ra, then.
And give us that fag back.
You've skinned me lip.
It serves you right. Ta-ra.
Well, I didn't think they were worth much, but when this bloke said he had them and he hadn't got the use for them, I remember too.
Well, very nice of you to think of me, Harriet. And you know, you can never tell. There's lots of interesting coins in cigar boxes up and down the country.
Oh, we're not in that one, eh?
No, but that doesn't lessen the thought, lad.
Yeah, that reminds me. I thought of buying you a drink at New Year, but I haven't seen you till now. What are you having?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a drop of sherry wine.
Right, then. Annie, have you got a sherry, please, love?
You know, I haven't been getting out much lately, with the weather being what it is.
Oh, I can't say I blame you. Yeah, here's your sherry.
Thank you.
Well, good health and Happy New Year.
Same to you, lad. Aye. Gee, that's nice and warming.
Ah, it is, isn't it? I prefer beer myself, though.
Oh, dear. You spend a lot of time in here.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Dad. Only come in here for the company. There's not much to do, you know, when you're on your own, and whippets don't take up all that much time.
Oh, I can well understand that. And I don't mind telling you that if Mrs. Statlock hadn't gone so late in life, I should have seriously thought about getting wed again.
Get away.
Yeah. You never thought about it, lad?
Oh, aye, often. But it's never got past that.
Yeah, with that little lass of yours, I thought you might have had a try.
Aye, well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You know, it's one thing giving her another mother, and another thing getting her to take to her, you know. Kids are difficult. She's no exception. I reckon I'll wait a year or two and let her straighten herself out.
Yeah, well, happen you wise, lad. Happen you wise.
Tell you one thing.
What?
There's 3 women I take out every night anyway.
3? I don't believe you.
So? I'll prove it. Yeah? Real flighty pieces.
Oh, you're a rummer, Larry. You're a real rumman.
If you pick it, it'll never get better. Hey, where is she?
Shout out.
Anybody in?
Kid, I'm worried this is going to put him off.
What, just one pimple? He'll not even notice it.
He's dead observant. He might when we're dancing.
Well, you just have to turn it into a beauty spot with your eyebrow pencil.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know there was anybody in.
Oh, a potted meat balm cake and a cream on.
Same for me, please.
Sorry, the balm cakes aren't ready yet.
Oh, well, how long will they be?
Well, I've only just to put the meat in.
Oh, well, wait. Oh, I'll take my cream on to be going on with then.
Yeah. I'll take for them all together after.
All right, ta.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but I'm a bit behind this morning.
Oh, that's all right.
Ooh. Oh, I don't know how you can. It'd knock me sick.
Smashing. Do you want a bite?
Not before a potted meat butty, Glynis.
Don't worry me.
Hey, have you heard about Christine Hardman?
No, why, what's happened to her?
Well, their clubman says they might not be going to pay out on her mother's insurance policies.
I thought something were up. I saw her face this morning. It were all blotchy as though she'd been crying.
Don't talk to me about blotchy faces.
I've told you, Sheila. I keep on telling you. You'll have to lay off them licorice all sorts for a bit. I'm not kidding. She buys them in bulk by the pound.
Well, anyway, tonight I'm going to stick a dirty big plaster on and pretend I've caught myself.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not something else.
Do you want all the table?
Oh, yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you get a kick out of that?
What?
Messing about with those things?
Oh, that was full of timing. Well, Ken,
What?
going out tonight?
Yeah? Why?
Oh, nothing. It doesn't matter. But are you wearing your brown suedes?
Why don't you buy yourself a pair?
Are you kidding?
All right, you can borrow them. But look after them. No football in them.
Yeah, football does not form part of my plans for tonight, mate.
Oh, where you going?
The Pally.
Oh, don't say you go to that dump.
It's not a dump. It's the greatest. Soft lights, hot music, and beautiful women.
Come off it, I've been.
Well, you haven't been since it was done up. You ought to see it. Smashing new coffee bar, all glass it is. Dead comfortable settees, and a Cupid's corner.
What's that?
Oh, man, you haven't lived. You know, it's a sort of alcove with settees and things. Oh, boy meets girl and all that jazz.
Do you go in there?
Yeah, why not? Oh, you won't let on to Mum, will you?
Who are you taking?
I'm not taking anybody. I might meet somebody there.
Who?
Girl from the drawing office. Angela Brownbill.
Angela Brownbill. Oh, is that the fat girl from the newsagents on Rosamond Street?
She's not fat.
Well, don't let her walk on my shoes.
No, I tell you, she's not fat. She's all right. Anyway, it's not as if I was going out with her. She just said she'd be going, that's all. Well, don't you worry. I got my eye on something better than that.
Oh, come on, Casanova. Tell Big Brother.
Sorry, mate. No comment. We're just good friends. Anyway, I'm not the Casanova at our place. One of our chaps has just moved into a flat by himself. Says living at home cramps his style.
How much did it cost him?
I don't know. It can't be much. He's only on about £8 a week.
Well, you can get the lot off that pair of you. I want to set the table for your dad.
Oh, Mum.
Never mind, oh, Mum. I don't care where you put it, just get it off that table. And I don't want all that junk under my feet. Take it upstairs.
Oh, where are them shoes?
Under the bed. But remember what I said. Look after them or you won't borrow them again.
Not to worry.
What are you doing?
Getting my things together.
What things?
Books for next term.
Oh.
Oh, is that the paper you got there?
Yes.
Have a look, please.
And you can count yourself a very lucky boy.
Oh, in what way?
That you've got such a decent father.
Not so as you'd notice.
Oh, sometimes you're aggravating.
Well, I'd just like to know what he's done that's made him decent all of a sudden.
Well, when you were at the library this morning, I had a bit of a talk to him.
Oh?
Well, will you listen when I'm talking to you? Well, he's agreed to forgive and forget.
To what?
You heard. And what's so funny, may I ask?
Oh, it's just that expression, forgive and forget. I've never actually heard anyone say it before.
Oh, you think you're very clever, don't you, Kenneth? Nobody knows anything but Kenneth Barlow. Well, let me tell you, but for me, he would have parcelled all your things up in brown paper and string, and you'd be out tramping the streets looking for lodgings.
Mum,
What?
you think it might be better if I did look for lodging?
Oh, don't talk so silly.
I'm not talking silly, I'm serious.
Well, you can just stop it then. I never heard such nonsense in all my life.
You can't put it off like that.
No, perhaps I can't. But I can make you see a bit of sense. How are you going to look after yourself? Just answer me that. I've seen some of those young fellows. Silly young fools who think they know everything. And half of them don't get a decent meal from one week's end to another. And then I suppose you'll do your own washing and ironing too. And wonder why you haven't any time left for studying. The trouble with you is, Kenneth, you don't know how long it takes to do the ordinary things before you start studying for a degree. Well, as long as you're living here, you don't have to worry. That's my job.
I know all this, but... Well, there are dozens of chaps who live away from home, and I don't mean in Hall either. There are 3 I could share a flat with tomorrow. Wouldn't cost much, it'd help them, and as for the work, well, we'd manage.
You'd manage. If you hadn't got a home of your own, I could understand this. But you have. What do you think you're doing here? Just managing?
Yes, I do. You know what I am in this house? Just a bloody good excuse for a row.
Don't ever let me hear you use language like that again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's
don't
just...
blame your dad, love. He's got a lot to put up with, a lot you don't know about. It's up to you to understand him. So let's have no more about leaving home.
All right.
Promise?
Promise.
Does it make sense to you?
I think so.
Well, explain it to me then, will you?
Well, what it really amounts to is this. You lived here with your mother for more than 6 months before she passed away, so the tenancy automatically passes to you. But the landlord has the right to increase the rent under the limits of the Rent Act.
It's all French to me.
What it really means is they want 9 shillings a week more rent off you.
Oh.
Oh, 9 shillings isn't all that much.
No, I don't suppose it is.
I suppose I'll be able to manage it. Well, it's just that everything's cropped up at once, Esther. One thing on top of another.
Have they sorted out that insurance business yet?
No.
Oh, well, they'll be bound to soon.
Soon? They don't seem to stop to think you might need the money.
No, there you are. Have this with me.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, Concepta's upstairs getting ready now. I've let her use our bedroom. It's got the triple mirror. I did offer to lend her one of my gowns for this dance. It's a very lovely model. But she thought it was a bit formal for the occasion. I got it for a very big do I went to with my husband. We don't go out much, you know, but when we do, I like everything to be just right.
I used to like a nice dance.
Oh, my idea of heaven is doing a foxtrot on a French chalked floor, knowing I look right.
Hey, Annie.
What is it?
Come through to public and I'll show you.
Oh, King Dick. You do look smart, Harry. It's not even in dress for the men, then.
No, one or two, mate, that's all.
I must say I do like to see a man in a dinner suit myself. I think it adds tone.
Aye.
Well, you do look a picture.
It's a bit bare. I feel as if I've just stepped out of a bath. Will I do? I've got something plainer if you think this is too much.
You look a treat.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be showing you up.
No, don't worry about that. I never recognised you.
Oh, well, there's a backhanded one if you like.
Do you fancy a gin and nick?
If you don't mind, Jack, we're in a bit of a hurry. Late as it is, really.
Here, hold this. Stand still, Concepta. Now, you've no need to sniff. This is the real thing. Give us your wrists. That's right. Now, just a dab behind your knees and you'll be all set.
Behind me where?
Put that round the shoulders.
All right. Now, just a minute. There we are.
Mrs. Walker, you're mink marmot.
You look like a queen.
Oh,
well, not the waterworks here. Come on, the taxis, wait.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
And just enjoy yourself.
I will.
See you do now.
Right, good night now.
Hey, have you seen tonight's paper?
No.
Well, you may be done up like Lord and Lady Uncombe Duncombe, but you've got manners like pigs.
Yes, love?
Have you any salted peanuts?
Salted pig. So.
Hey, have you seen it?
What?
Tonight's paper.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
Oh, is there going to be another war or something? I only read the memorial.
Oh, well, I'll read you something out of tonight's personal column. Listen to this. I, Mrs. Elsie Tanner, give due warning that I will, from this day onwards, take legal action against anyone uttering slanderous statements against me good name. Now, whatever can people have been saying about the poor soul?